Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it only what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. This is a general reading. This is a general reading. If this message is for a female, I will say so. If this message is for a male, I will say so. But understand that we all have masculine and also feminine energies. So it's definitely where you stand in your energy. I wasn't going to do a reading today, but as I was sitting in my living room a little while ago, I was being nagged. I was being pushed to go and do a reading. A lot of times I like to sit in my quiet place. You know, when the house is nice and calm, when there's no noise around, I enjoy those moments. But a lot of times when I get into those moments, spirit starts to nudge you and tell you there's something you need to do. So that's why I'm here so late. I thank you all for joining. If this reading is for you, it will be for you from the beginning of the reading to the end of the reading. As my grandmother would say, from the rooter to the tutor. If this reading does not resonate with you, I would not listen to anything that doesn't make sense to me. So it doesn't hurt my feelings for a person to click off. But I definitely don't need anybody telling me, oh, this message is not for me. I never said it was. This is not personal readings that I do on this platform. However, I know that my reading is going to hit at least 2 to 3 people. That's a fact. I do personal readings on my personal website, which you can go to the front of my page and you can click the link and it'll take you directly over to my website. I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings to whereas I connect with someone that's close to you, whoever comes through for you. When I do a reading, I never want anyone to give me information. I always ask you, please let me speak. It's so important because I need to get out everything that I'm receiving from spirit at the time. When I'm done telling you everything that I see, that I hear, that I feel, that I taste, then you are welcome to ask me any question that you desire. But I always get, when it's time for a person to speak, that I've covered everything. I've covered everything. Every question they was going to ask had already been answered. But this is a general reading. It's not for any particular sign. If you resonate with the reading, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Let us begin. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me everything I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. I always meditate over my cards. It's so important for me to do so. Listen, I don't care what anybody else is doing on their channel. I can only show you what I do over here. But immediately, I got someone that is dating someone that's a lot older than they are. They're a lot older. This is a no judgment zone, right? But I did instantly, as I meditated over my cards, I saw someone that was dating someone that was significantly older than they are. Let's get to the reading. This just in. This just in. There are some major blockages in your life that Spirit wants to assist you with ridding. Maybe that older person that you're dating. I'm just saying. Spirit says, call upon them and have faith in them to help you with whatever blockages you may be facing at this time. There's somebody that's going through something, but it's major. Spirit is saying if you don't have the willpower to do, they're going to do it for you. They're going to remove this blockage, whatever it is, whether it be a person, whether it be a place or a thing. But there's something that needs to be vacated from your life. We have breaking news. Spirit says, whatever it is, let it go. Let it go. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be free of worry. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve all things that serves your highest good. When I meditated over my cards, I saw someone in a relationship with someone that's significantly older than they are. Everybody's life journey is a journey. And the beauty of us having a journey is that we get to rewrite the next chapter. We get to write our own story. We can make a left, we can make a right, we can go straight forward, or we can make a U-turn and go right back into the flame, but it's your choice. I saw someone involved with a person that's older, and it's clear Spirit is telling you to vacate. And even if you don't have the strength, even if you don't have the willpower to vacate from this particular person, Spirit says that they will intervene and that they are going to intervene. This just in. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say. This is someone who's already debating with his or herself, wanting to know if I should stay or if I should go. Spirit is saying that be patient, because even if you can't muster up the strength, they're going to help you resolve this situation. We have breaking news. Focusing on the negative will never bring you positive results. So train your mind to focus on the positive and the things that you want, not the things that you don't want. It's clear. Someone is definitely in a relationship. You don't know whether you should stay or go. But in this relationship, you are not even focusing on anything that's pleasant, because things haven't been pleasant. You've been focusing on the negative because you've been dealing with a negative situation. And I'm not judging anyone, but I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. And to my males and females, it's funny to call a woman a cougar who likes younger men, right? What can a young man do for a grown woman besides the D? Let's just be honest. Even if it's a same-sex relationship, that's all it's going to be. It's just the sex. With a young girl dating an older man, for him, it's the sex. Because what can she really do for him? Not stimulate him in any other way but in the bedroom. A lot of times when there's an older person dating someone that's significantly older than they are, it's more so about a means to control that person, to try to mold them into what they want them to be. Not allowing this person, the younger person, to experience growth on his or her own. This just in. Karma is real. It's really real. Whatever you put into the universe will surely find its way back to you. Be mindful of what you say and what you do, for you will always reap what you sow, be it good or bad. Spirit is telling you, and they're asking you to be patient, because I'm definitely speaking to someone that doesn't know how to get out of a situation. I'm 100% speaking to someone that is in a relationship with someone that's significantly older than they are. That means a lot older. That means more than 5 years older. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation, because divine timing has the last say in this. You know, breakups are easy for some people. You can just walk away. Plain and simple. Then there are relationships where people become unalive and they're not able to walk away. And even if they're not unalive, right, sometimes they're abused physically or mentally before someone allows you to leave. There are situations that people can be stalked, or maybe someone in their family could be hurt. Spirit is telling you to hold on. They got you. They got this, and this situation will be rectified. This just in. Spirit is encouraging you to keep going. Even being in this relationship, keep going. It's so important to just keep going. Life has its lessons, but don't let it discourage you. Whenever life seems to not go as you expected, don't count it as a fail. Remember that Spirit is guiding you through it all. You're like, what did I get myself into? Oh, I thought he or she was going to treat me better than that. You have to ask yourself, why am I attracted to this older man? Or why am I attracted to this other woman? Maybe search deep down within you. Some people have mommy issues. Some people have daddy issues. Some people don't even know their family at all. I'm speaking about adoptees that are just looking to be loved, looking for that family. Because anytime you start something new, it feels good, doesn't it, in the beginning, until you see or feel that person's true colors. And then you're like, oh, what did I get myself into? There's definitely someone here that wants to go, but you just don't know how. Spirit is telling you not to give up. They're encouraging you to keep going. Life has its lessons, but don't let it discourage you. Whenever life seems not to go as you expected, don't count it. Don't count it as a fail at all. Remember that Spirit is guiding you through it all. There's always a way out, just like there was a way in. That door was open for you to walk in, and there's a door open for you to walk out. But I'm feeling like you're going to have to be meticulous in your planning, in your moving, in wanting to leave, because you're fearing to walk away. That's control. If you're scared to walk away because you think someone is going to hurt you, it's exactly what I said. Control. In other news, there will soon be cause for celebration in your life. Spirit says, get ready to call up family and friends to propose a toast to you on your achievements. Don't give up. There's a door that's being opened, and you're going to have this leeway to be able to leave this situation, to get out of this situation. It clearly says that you will be celebrating with family. I'm speaking to someone who's disconnected from family. A lot of times when you're in relationships, especially with someone that's significantly older or someone that likes to control, to manipulate, they like to keep you away from people that can advise you, people that you can make aware as to what is going on. They like to keep you locked away from people. At the bottom of the deck, we have breaking news. You recently experienced a tower moment in your life. If you haven't gone through this tower moment yet, you're about to. That's walking away from this situation. Spirit had come to warn you that whatever is not built on solid ground will surely come crumbling down. But not to worry, says Spirit, for this is now the time to start again and build a more strong and solid foundation. Everybody is not the same. Please believe me. This is going to make you aware to check your boxes, all of them. Cross your T's and dot your I's so that you won't feel this way. You're like, I made a mistake. I messed up. And you didn't, because I'm definitely speaking to someone who was searching for love, but in the wrong places. This person is significantly older than you are. And I'm seeing 5 years or better. Some people go into relationships like this and it's a whirlwind. They enjoy it. Their partner loves them as they love their partners, and then others, they have a bad experience. Okay, you've experienced something that was not tasteful. It was horrible. It felt good in the beginning, but not so much right now. You're ready to walk away. You're scared. Spirit is telling you, we got you. So things are going to be shaken up in your world. And when things get shaken up, it does feel uncomfortable. Maybe a little more arguing. But if somebody is putting their hands on you, when you call 911, make sure you're ready to go right then and there. Make sure you're ready to go right then and there. This is not for any particular sign. If this reading resonates with you, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. But there is someone, I have to say it again, you're dating someone much older than you. much older than you. You thought it was cute. Oh, he chose me. I'm younger than all his girlfriends, his exes. Oh, he chose me. She chose me. She got a house, she got a car, she chose me. And you thought it was good until it wasn't. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. You know, let me tell you, I definitely understand your situation. I'm not going to tell you any lies about it. I grew up in a small town, right? And in my small town, the older guys loved those young girls, right? They did. And you would have to ask yourself why, right? Because usually when those guys messed around with those young girls, it was because A, their parents were either alcoholics, B, their parents were drug addicts, C, there was no daddy in the home. And what did those guys do from my hometown? They pretend to be ballers because a lot of them were pretenders, right? They pretend to be ballers because they can go buy a used car. Let me tell you, I ain't seen no ballers from my town in no brand new car. But some girls, they enjoy the flashy life. Even if a guy didn't have a car, if he looked like he was standing on the corner selling drugs, making money, she was attracted too. I wasn't that girl. Let me tell you. I never needed a dude for $1 because I always wanted to be the baller. I always wanted to also be the shot caller. It's time for whomever I'm speaking to be the shot caller. Nobody is the boss of you. Nobody owns you. You have to be the boss of yourself. You're already doing that by saying, I don't feel like I should be here. I'm uncomfortable. This doesn't feel good. And it just is not right. We're starting off with Jupiter, right? This is you about to take action because Jupiter means that you're taking action. You like, I want more than this. I want better than this. So you're pursuing your passion, and your passion is to get the heck out of Dodge. You know that you deserve so much more. And the universe is opening the door to help you to get away from this situation. There's going to be a new opportunity. But when that door opens, you better be like Forrest and run. Run. Cold. This is cold. I told you this person loves to be in control. Whomever you're with, this person loves to control. Sometimes they go silent, hiding their feelings as well. This person has been very secretive. But you too are cold because you're masking your emotions, trying to act like this doesn't hurt when it does. But there's coldness around the both of you, you and your partner. This is your inner child coming in, and the inner child is all about healing. Spirit is asking that you be patient about a particular situation. Divine timing has the last say in this. Guess what? And it does. And while Spirit is shaking things up with that tower moment, those wounds, you are going to heal them by saying, I deserve better than what I've been given. You're going to connect to that coping mechanism that each and every one of us have. You're like, I can do this another week, another day to plan my way out of this. But there's something that I have to say. And there's a person that may not like it, but I'm feeling like this is learned behavior. Sometimes when you grow up in a household and you see mommy get beat on, or you may see daddy acting a certain way, I can't help but to think that, because I know this person has hit you before, it's like, maybe I deserve that. But the next blow gets harder and harder. But you're like, no, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve for anyone to put their hands on me. And that's when that healing starts to connect back to you, because that means you're on the road to self-discovery, knowing that I'm not anybody's punching bag, male or female, because males are abused just as well as females, right? But I'm hitting more so on a female. We have nostalgia. You know, these are memories. This is you going back to your childhood once again and thinking like, maybe I do deserve this. Maybe I can't have better, but you can. The past is haunting you like crazy. But if you've learned anything from your past, is that you didn't like where you were. You didn't like how things were going for you. And if you didn't like the things that happened to you in your past, then you have to want better. You have to know that you do deserve better as well. I'm speaking to someone that wants stability within his or her life. You want stability, right? And stability is simple as balance. I could be speaking to a Libra here, or you may have Libra in your chart, but you're tired of juggling. This relationship has been a roller coaster. One day y'all smiling, the next minute y'all fighting. But I feel like it's more so this person, because this person, being that you're dating someone that's significantly older, they have this jealous streak. And jealousy is never good in a relationship. There's a lot of chaos in this relationship. There's a lot of chaos. You're distancing yourself from this person, and they feel it. They definitely do. You're like, I want a time out. Then they want to come and rub and touch on you, right? After an argument, or after they just finished spanking on that behind. Nah, you like, no, don't touch me. Because if my brain doesn't like you and you keep putting us in this turmoil, this chaos, then my best friend doesn't want you either. See, that's how I am. Like, if my brain is in a mental overload, if I've just had an argument, I don't want you to touch me, because my brain and my kitty cat, they go together. They best friends. So no, you can't touch me. You are taking an emotional time out. You're retreating from this person, but this person is not going to like it, because now they're going to come back saying, oh, you must be fucking with somebody else. You messing with somebody else? Even though they know you're not. But this is them having a reason to be able to put their hands back on you. Because they have to make it make sense to them of why they keep putting their hands on you. Everybody has to have an excuse, right? Even though you're not giving them an excuse, but this is their excuse. That time out, that distance that you're creating, call in your help. Call in your angels. one thing that I do, but it's on a daily, whether I'm in my house or if I'm leaving out my house, because the world is crazy, right? But I ask my angels to protect me from the north, the east, the west, and the south. I do. I don't care. As soon as I get up in the morning and I walk into the bathroom, first I'm saying thank you for allowing me to see another day. But most importantly, I'm asking for protection, but I'm also asking for protection for the people that I love. Ask for protection. Ask your angels to protect you from the north, the east, the west, and the south. We have watching. Oh, this person is watching because they know that something doesn't feel right. And they're trying to evaluate you, the way you move, your actions. They're even listening a little more to your verbiage, the way that you speak, because they're trying to figure out, are you staying, are you going? So they're keeping tabs on you. They're even checking your closets to see if your closets look a little different. So just be careful. Be careful. In every aspect, be careful. But I never tell anybody what to do. I don't give advice, but the one advice that I will give is ask your angels to protect you from the north, the east, the west, and the south. It's so important to do just that. And it works. It really works. And that's you calling in your whole team. And they're surrounding you. And they're keeping their edge of protection all over you. That's them spreading their wings out all over you. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. And it's the truth. Ask for protection. At the bottom of the deck, we have kisses. Now, you may look at this card and be like, oh, we may work this out. Yes, this person is going to try to be romantic. They're going to try to give you those kisses, a reason to make you want to stay. But I feel like they do that all the time. You know that song, it says we make up to break up. That's all that we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for two. Nah, you don't want to play anymore. At all. You don't want to play. It's not a game for two. That's a game for fools. Because relationships have ups and downs. But when it's toxic, it's toxic. You know, a relationship be about giving and receiving. A relationship should be about you and your person learning and growing and falling in love with each other every day, even when you don't like each other. But in this relationship, I'm speaking to someone that's fearing their person. And when fear comes to play, you shouldn't be there. If you fear your person, you shouldn't be there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I want to clarify this. I like to do things in 3. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for whomever needs to hear it. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. I saw this is definitely for a female. Not only has this person put their hands on you in a way, I just saw them choking you. If somebody chokes you, they're trying to take your life. They're trying to cut off your breath. Even if they hit you, it's not okay. You hit somebody the wrong way just one time, and that could be the end of your life. This is just something to think about. But you're thinking about it. That's why you want to go, but you just don't know how. We have the Three of Swords. I just told you I like doing things in three. But this is the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Yes, you're hurt. Because you wanted so much more when it came to this relationship. You feel like this person betrayed you. This is another person betraying you. That's how you feel, another one. Because I just said, this is a person that had a troubled childhood. And you thought being with this older person somehow was going to make life better. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The one thing about your person, let me just say this. They're consistent. This don't happen sometimes. This happens often. And they're dedicated. They're very consistent. And they're dedicated to spanking your tail when they say that, oh, you out of line. Right? That's what they say, that you're out of line. But you're not looking for a daddy. I hope not. Because this older person that you with is not your daddy. I have to even say something about that. You know, women, I hear this moniker of how they call their men daddy. To me, that is so sickening. It's trifling, right? That's just me. I have a daddy. We all have one. We came from somewhere. It's the sperm and it's the egg, and that's how we were made. And I can't call anybody daddy but my daddy. I'm not getting into bed with my husband talking about, daddy, this is not my daddy. I have a father. We all have one, whether you know him or you don't. I don't get it. Because this person was older, you thought mature. You thought that they were going to just treat you right. But as young as you are, let me give you something to think about. Because you believe that being that you're younger than this person's exes, you seem to believe that I'm better than them because I'm younger. But your age, and I have to be real here, it's just made you foolish. Don't look down on the exes because they're an ex for a reason. You feel special because those women are gone because this person did the same thing to them. We have avoidance. That's with this healing. This is with you on the road to self-discovery. You're like, I don't want to be a part of this. But the Two of Swords is avoidance. You are avoiding this person, as we spoke about. You are distancing yourself from this person, a timeout. But with this timeout, you got to be careful with that. Because I see a loose cannon here. But there's a lot of avoidance. You're trying to keep your distance with this person. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is represented by a moon, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But once again, this is that Libra card. You want balance in your life, as we saw right here. You want balance. This is that stability. This is that Libra card here as well. So we have it twice. You want a relationship that's balanced, to whereas the way you love someone, you want them to love you the same way. This person that you're with is unstable, and you cannot balance them out, but you can balance yourself out. We have the King of Swords. Listen, you are a very smart person. You are smart. And you're smart enough to make this decision that you're leaving. The truth is, you're leaving. That's what this whole reading was. Every card, my spiritual news deck was every card where you were leaving. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is hard times, and understand that hard times don't last, but strong people do. Spirit wants you to keep going, because the Five of Pentacles, this is you feeling that lack, having that lack mindset of, I'm probably not going to get better. Oh yeah, you can have much better than what you have right now. But that's when you continue this journey of loving yourself, because you're always going to attract how you're feeling about yourself. I've seen and I've heard many people say, right, when they, let's just say they see, and I'm speaking like this because I'm a female, so they see a handsome man, right, with a woman that in their eyes that they see as mediocre, and they're like, how did she get him? And you think because you look better than that person that you could have them, maybe because she radiates a beautiful energy. True story. I've been around catty females, whether they be in my family or whether they were females that I was associated with. You see, I don't call anybody my friend. I don't do that. But I've sat there and listened to females like, ooh, why he with her? I bet you I could get him. Like, you're attracting this type of person because of that lack mindset, not thinking that you can have better. But no, you can do better than this. We have the Two of Cups. At the end of the day, this is what will be given to you when you love on yourself. This is you falling in love with yourself. And when you fall in love with yourself, you're not going to accept being in a relationship that has a lot of chaos. Relationships have the ups and downs, but you're not supposed to live in a world of chaos. The resolution with this Two of Cups is how you're going to love yourself. Because the way you love yourself shows people, and not just in a relationship with a significant other, but everyone all around you, is going to show people how to treat you and how to love you. You know, when I began the journey of loving on myself properly, a lot of people didn't understand the way that I spoke. And I found myself always explaining me to people the way that I talk. But then I realized that the people who understand me, those are the people who were meant to be around me. But the people who didn't understand me, they don't understand me for a reason. And that's because they're not meant to be in my life and where I'm going. We are all on a journey. My journey has never been a female that didn't love herself as far as not valuing myself, because I was taught that at a young age. And I tried to instill that to my children, from my sons to my daughters. However, one day you'll look at yourself differently. When you walk to the mirror, you'll either see you that looks tired and worn out, or you'll see you with a new life. And you're going to want to keep that face, the one with the new life. And if you see yourself as the one that's tired, you're going to realize that you're tired of being tired. We have, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. And when the Five of Cups appears in the reading, this is regret. Everything is a lesson. And not too many people want to hear that life is full of lessons. You'll have your ups and your downs. But don't focus on what is no longer here. Don't focus on what you consider a loss. Don't consider the betrayal, because this person did betray you by calling you other than what your name is, by disrespecting you, by putting their hands on you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Hit like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This video will be posted on my YouTube platform. I don't post the videos on TikTok anymore because it's tedious. My videos are like 40 minutes to an hour long. I'm not like the other readers who have Patreon channels or things of that nature, to whereas you hear part one, and if you want part two, then you go on over to purchase part two. I'm giving it to you in one shot, right? But I do personal readings on my personal website. My daughter is Alberta Butterfly, which she's in the background here. So if I don't catch your messages, it's not because I'm ignoring you, but when I'm focused on the reading, this is me right here. And then I'm listening to spirit to see, to hear, to feel, to taste. I'm using all my senses to make sure that I am connecting. And when I know I'm connecting, I'm either going to get hot or I'm going to get goosebumps, let me tell you. But your most recent interaction that you've had with this person, they gave you a headshot. Because even with me doing this reading, I'm feeling a little out of sync. I'm feeling a little dizzy. And that's how you felt when you got this headshot. Listen, nobody deserves that. Nobody at all. Let me tell you, nobody at all. Nobody deserves that at all. But you're walking away. You just don't know how. But have faith in your spiritual team. When I pray, I call upon everybody that I know that's crossed over, that's in my bloodline. Depending on what I'm praying for. Sometimes I call upon my archangels, because every archangel has a different role. Some archangels are for healing the sick or healing the mind. Some archangels are there to protect mentally, physically, and emotionally. Every archangel has a different role. They may be similar, but they're not the same. Learn them so that you can call upon them. You know, one of the best things that I heard the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, this person said that it's not religious based for them. They dibble and dabble into all religions. I'm not a religious person at all. Let me just say that. And I try to make mention of that in all my videos so that nobody won't be misconstrued. But I homeschooled my children. And when I homeschooled them, my family, some are religious and some are spiritual. But I wanted to dive into many religions so that they can have a taste and they can decipher the way that they want it to be. Because in my household, nothing was forced. You know how when people have a baby, they want to rush it to go get it Christian, they'll go get it baptized. But I feel like a child should be able to choose when they get to a ripe age. Now, what you can do is put protection over them until they're ready to decipher for themselves, because different families believe that the soul has to be protected when a child is born. So that's why they rush to do certain things. But call whomever you pray to, whomever you meditate to, because they are equal. There's no difference between the two. Praying and meditation are the same. When they pray, they get on their knees. When we meditate, we sit on our buttocks, right? And then the elders, when they pray, they can no longer get on their knees, so they sit on their buttocks. There's no difference. It's how a person can pray or meditate. Once again, when I get up in the morning, I'm always asking my spiritual team to protect me from the north, the east, the west, and the south. True story. One day, I didn't do that. I woke up and I was taken out of my element. I woke up from a phone call. My little sister was calling me. She lives in Alabama. And she said, "What are you doing today?" I was like, "Nothing." She was like, "I'm on my way." I'm like, "Okay." But I didn't ask my spiritual team to protect me that day, because now that I know that she's coming, I got up, went to the bathroom, got right back into bed, right? But then when I finally did get up, I got up, got dressed, got moving around. But that day I didn't ask, not in the house or even when I left my house. That day I had an accident. But let me tell you how the universe works. Didn't get a scratch on the car at all. But I had an accident. But I didn't get a scratch on the car. My tire and the other gentleman's tire, we were locked in with each other, right? We were locked in. And everything was all good. On my side. On his side, he already had previous damage, right? And standing there with him, I knew his previous damage came from alcoholism. Let me tell you, he was drunk driving and he sideswiped somebody. That's a whole nother story. Needless to say, when I called the insurance company and I told them about the accident, they was like, "No one called." I'm like, "Huh?" They're like, "No one called." And they was like, "And don't go calling their insurance company because, listen, we don't want to stir the pot." I'm like, "Well, okay." So I was still protected, but I would have been covered even more if I would have did what I do every day. Whomever this reading is for, ask to be protected from the north, the east, the west, and the south. And no matter what you believe in, and let me tell you, I'm a root worker, but religious people, they the first ones sitting in front of my chair. They're the first ones that want something done to someone. Let me tell you. My godfather is a bishop. That means he is the bishop over many churches. And he's a root worker too. But I'm not going to tell you his name, because he has a platform and a lot of people don't know that he's a root worker. They just think when he lay his hands, that he done did something. But he did do something. He dibbles and dabbles. Always have. I wish you nothing but the best. You are going to get out of this situation. And you're going to have help from your spiritual team. 1000%. You're thinking, how am I going to get out? Instead of thinking how you're going to get out, call upon your angels and ask for help. One thing about it, they're always there to help us. All we have to do is say the word. They don't intervene, not unless they have to. They don't intervene, not unless they have to. Let's just say if something was about to happen, and if it's not your time, they'll jump right in and do things quickly. For instance, my husband and I, we were in 2 separate towns, but we were on our way home. My daughter and I are in the car, and this was a few years ago. And all of a sudden, this car just comes head on from the other direction. And I said to my daughter, I was like, here we go. We done. That's what I said. All of a sudden, true story, my car lifts up. There's road work going on over here. Nothing but those big orange barrels. And it was like my car lifted and put us right there. Hold up. My husband, he's coming home. And a car comes into him as well. So I'm calling and I'm like, yo, babe, guess what happened? And he's like, yo, let me tell you what just happened to me. Same day, same time, different places. Now, I didn't call my angels for that because the first thing that could come out of my mouth was saying to my daughter, we're about to go together. Right? And I'm one of them. I'm like, girl, I'm just trying to grab her hand because if we go together, I want to be holding her hand. But that didn't happen. It was like my car lifted right up and put us right next to these barrels, never touched the barrels. And my husband had the same story. A car came into him head on, but it didn't touch him. But then there are times when I need to call in my spiritual team. My house is always full, but I always send my spiritual team to go be with my grandson, right? I do. I'm like, yo, go be with the grandbaby. Tell them to leave and go straight to him. There's someone that wants out of a situation. You're going to have your out. You're afraid. And you have every right to be afraid because there's a lot of physical abuse going on. There's a lot of verbal abuse. There's a lot of mental abuse. You're young. I'm speaking to a young female that's with a much older person. Much older, over 5 years older. In a few years, with you being away from this person and you working on yourself, you'll realize you was better than this situation. Just because somebody is older than you doesn't make them better than you. But somebody forgot to tell you that. And I'm going to let you know, you are better than your circumstances. You are better than this person. A lot of times, older men and women, they like the youth. They like younger because they can't control. They can't do it with somebody their own age because that person will give them a challenge, a run for their money. So with a younger person, they find it easier, but you have nothing in common with them except for the bedroom. And that's real talk. I'm going to be honest, this is what it is. And I don't feel sorry for the situation because there's always a way out. There's a door open for you and you can get out of this situation. The one thing that you should do is call on your spiritual team and don't give up. More importantly than anything is not giving up, because you will be celebrating. There will soon be cause for celebration in your life. Spirit says, get ready to call up family and friends to propose a toast to you on your achievements. You don't have to call up friends and family. Do what you have to do for you. You could celebrate with you. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send to you all nothing but love and light. Listen, Leo season is almost here. We have one more day, July 22nd, Cancer season. Although some people beg to differ, some people say that Leo season begins on July 22nd and not the 23rd. It all depends on where you believe, what you think. But the end of Cancer season is July 22nd. We call those the Cancer with the Leo cusp because they are right there on the cusp. But Leos, I have a reading for you coming up. Get ready. To whomever this reading is for, I wish you nothing but success. Call on your angels. It's so important to do so. They're always willing to assist. All you have to do is ask. True story. All you have to do is ask. True story. You know, all you have to do is ask. Today I was with my daughter, and it was this man, and he had on a pair of shorts, and it was raining today. And he was urinating right in front of us, right? Never pulled his thing out or anything, just peeing down his leg with his shorts on. And when I'm out with my daughter, I'm usually holding her hand because I don't like for guys to try to talk to her, right? So I always pretend that she's my chick. And she said, Ma, and when we got out the car, I said, listen. I said, I'm going to need you to walk on the left side of me. I said, something is wrong with that guy over there. I said, but he a big dude. And she was like, you want me to grab the strap? I said, nah, because we were going into a building, you know, legal building. I said, we got to go through the metal detectors. I said, this is what I need you to do. I said, just grab my bag, and I'm going to thump with him. I said, I'm going to thump real hard. So we did. We walked around him while he was standing there urinating on himself, looking at us and everything. Took his shoes off. I swear, I'm just like, y'all. And I said to the universe, I'm with whatever. Like, this my kid. I'm with whatever. So he just kept looking. We walk inside the building. We walk out. He's still standing there near the car. And she said, today is the first time I didn't mind if you held my hand and act like I was your chick. I said, baby, today, Mommy didn't have time to hold your hand because I was on guard. I said I was ready. And she started laughing. She was like, this is the day I really wanted you to do it. I said, nah, babe, I had you before I had me. I was so ready and prepared. But, you know, mental issues, the reason why I brought that up, because people have mental issues out there. And I'm speaking to someone that has mental issues. Your partner does have mental issues. And I don't want to say that you have them for being there, because sometimes people believe that they are in love with someone until they walk away, and then they realize it was infatuation or you just cared a little bit too much. But your spiritual team is with you, so don't be afraid to call upon them. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I send you nothing but love and light. I know my name is long, but I have a link connected. You can book a private reading with me. My website, my review section, because I thank you to everyone that has booked a reading with me. I am truly grateful, even by word of mouth as well. But I've had a few people that write me. They wrote to me and told me that they couldn't leave a message. So I reached out to the person that built my website. They told me it would take about 6 days for them to fix the link to leave feedback, but give them 3 days. I told you 4 the other day. So now we're going on day 3. So just give him 3 days. It's not going to be 6. I promise that. Watch. But that link will be fixed. And I thank you for everyone that does want to leave a message. Listen, you can write whatever. I'm a big girl. Write the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, just leave an honest review. Leave an honest review. But that link button will be fixed. And thank you for the few that wrote me and told me that they couldn't leave a review, because I would not have known if you didn't write it. So thank you for that. But that'll be fixed in a few days. But I will be back on the 23rd for a Leo reading. I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night.